Renowned for his unparalleled skills as a big game hunter, his insatiable thirst for glory knows no bounds. He believes that his victory will cement his status as the unrivaled apex predator of the world. I'm sure you've guessed it by now. We're talking about Kraven the Hunter. With the brand new trailer out, it's time to delve into the wild world of the hunter. Born from the remnants of a fallen aristocracy, Kraven's journey began in the blood-soaked soil of Mother Russia. Seeking refuge in the land of the free, his family crossed oceans, carrying with them the weight of their lost heritage. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Kravenov lineage. Get your safari hats on and let's get cracking. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, let's begin. Kraven the Hunter. From the depths of Russia, amidst the chaos of the Russian Revolution, emerged a man whose destiny would be shaped by the ruins of a fallen aristocracy. The hunter, in his relentless pursuit, encountered a mysterious figure, a voodoo witch doctor by the name of Calypso, who offered a magic potion. Kraven willingly drank from the elixir of transformation. This potent mixture gave him extraordinary physical powers, transforming him into a complete beast. Like a predator stalking its prey, Kraven acquired the strength, speed, and senses akin to that of a savage jungle cat. His mortality extended as the elixir breathed life into his veins, granting him strength and vigor that would endure for years to come. Amazed by this newfound power, Kraven's hunt for significance took a turn. The hunter, who had dedicated his life to hunting big game, started to lose interest in the excitement. However, driven by the obsession, Kraven found renewed purpose in the pursuit of the wall-crawling hero, Spider-Man. Nikolai Kravenov. Amidst the grandeur of St. Petersburg, a Grand Duke named Nikolai Kravenov and his wife Anna Makarova relaxed in the court of Tsar Nicholas II. But the winds of revolution swept across the Russian Empire, shattering the foundations of the aristocracy. With the fall of the Tsar, Nikolai made a fateful decision to seek refuge in the land of opportunity, America. However, his wife Anna, although being highly regarded during her prime, did not fare well during the Russian Revolution. As time went on, she was eventually deemed mentally unstable. That didn't hold Nikolai back. He was on the shores of a new beginning. Nikolai acquired an estate nestled in the posh landscapes of New York. It was here that he sought to rebuild the remnants of his shattered world, surrounded by the memories of the past. However, within the abundance of privilege and wealth, there was a hidden darkness that would impact the future of his son, Sergei. In the action-packed glimpses of the latest trailer for Kraven the Hunter, the tale unfurls, revealing the roots of Sergei's descent into darkness. A teenage boy reeling from the loss of his mother finds himself trapped by his father's unwavering belief in their own superiority. It's this insidious notion that first plants the seeds of darkness within the young mind. Dmitry Smerdyakov, aka Chameleon, half-brother of Kraven by his father's side. Meet the Chameleon, or should I say the man behind the mask, Dmitry Smerdyakov. Hailing all the way from the Soviet Union. Back in the day, he served not just as a humble servant, but it turns out Dmitry was actually the half-brother of none other than Kraven the Hunter himself, Sergei Kravenov. Now, while you might expect some brotherly love, Sergei had a knack for treating Dmitry like garbage, leaving him with a blend of admiration and resentment towards his bro. Dmitry decided he wasn't going to be pushed around anymore. He had bigger plans in mind. He donned a disguise and took on the name the Chameleon. And let me tell you, this guy had skills. On his very first criminal gig as a spy, he had the audacity to pretend he was your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. However, his web of lies didn't hold up for long. The jig was up and our shape-shifting friend found himself behind bars. But hey, this is where the real fun began. Chameleon and Kraven, united by their mutual disdain for the web-slinger, became Spidey's sworn enemies. They've earned a top spot in the Rogues Gallery, making life all the more exciting for our friendly neighborhood hero. Sasha Kravenov. Sasha Alexandra Kravenov, an absolute knockout, falls head over heels for the bad boy himself. Love blooms and they tie the knot, sealing their union. And guess what? Along comes little Anna Kravenov, destined for greatness. But life takes a wicked turn when tragedy strikes, and Kraven meets his untimely demise. Sasha, left to pick up the pieces, decides to take matters into her own hands. She becomes her daughter's mentor, pushing Anna to her limits, training her to be the next Kraven the Hunter. Let me tell you, all that hard work is paying off. Anna has been sharpening her skills, honing her instincts, and she's got one target in her crosshairs: None other than the web-slinger himself, Spider-Man. She's itching for some payback, and with each passing day, Anna edges closer to her ultimate goal. Vladimir Kravenov, aka Grim Hunter. Meet Vladimir Kravenov, the apple that didn't fall far from the tree. As the son of the legendary Kraven the Hunter, he was practically born into a life of richness and extravagance in Russia, where Vladimir basked in the lap of luxury, courtesy of his father's vast fortune. As we know it, his old man was no ordinary dad. Nope, Kraven was off traveling around the globe, hunting down his next big thrill. With dear old dad often absent, it fell upon the capable shoulders of Sergei's servant, Gregor, to take the young Vladimir under his wing. And boy, did Gregor know a thing or two about the hunter's ways. After all, he had been trained by none other than Kraven himself. This guy's childhood was no walk in the park, let me tell you. A young Vladimir, just a sprout, found himself thrown into the ultimate test by none other than his own father, Sergei. In the wilds of Maine, Vladimir rose to the challenge and passed his father's test with flying colors. But the adventure didn't end there. With his father's seal of approval, Vladimir received the ultimate honor. He was personally trained by the legendary Kraven himself. Once Vladimir embraced his destiny as the Grim Hunter, there was no stopping him. His sights were locked on none other than the spectacular Spider-Man. The wall crawler had a bullseye on his back. And just to add a little extra spice to the mix, Vladimir even joined forces with the one and only Hobgoblin. Alyosha Kravenov. Alyosha Kravenov, a man caught between his family legacy and his quest for self-discovery. Known as Al to his friends, Alyosha is the illegitimate son of the notorious Kraven the Hunter. Like his father, Al possesses the same incredible powers, thanks to the mystical potions that run in their bloodline. Nature's gift, you might say. Now, here's where things get interesting. Unlike his brother Vladimir, Al grew up far away from the family, raised amidst the untamed jungles. But when news of his father's tragic suicide reached him, Al embarked on a journey to New York, hungry for answers about the father he barely knew. Embracing his father's legacy, he donned the iconic Kraven costume and paid a visit to his uncle, the Chameleon. Following in his father's footsteps, Al took a swing at our web-slinging hero, Spider-Man. Al's motives were not rooted in malice. No, he sought to experience the world as his father did. As time went on, Al found himself drawn into a world of mercenary work and bounty hunting, all while grappling with his own sense of morality. He strived to be more than just a hired gun. Yearning for a fresh start, Al set his sights on Hollywood. The glitz, the glamour, the perfect backdrop for his reinvention. He shed his old skin and emerged as Al Kraven, a suave and witty persona, a true ladies' man. With his loyal wolf companion by his side, they now venture westward to chase their dreams in the land of movies. Nidrachi Tannengarten. Meet the mysterious third son of Kraven the Hunter, a character shrouded in secrecy. While details about him remain scarce, one thing is certain: his story is filled with treachery and betrayal. This character sets his sights on his half-brother Alyosha, harboring a deep-seated desire for vengeance. With deadly intentions, he attempted to take Alyosha's life, only to find himself faced with an unexpected twist. His own uncle, the Chameleon, who at the time believed himself to be the original Kraven, stepped in to thwart his murderous plans. The uncle turned Kraven grappled with his nephew, and it was in that moment that the third son met his demise. The details surrounding this encounter may remain uncovered, but the outcome is clear: bloodshed and the end of a family line. Anna Kravenov. Anna Tatiana Kravenov, the daughter of the infamous Sasha and Sergei Kravenov. She's inherited a potent blend of her father's exceptional abilities, either through natural inheritance or the consumption of jungle potions, akin to those that granted her father his incredible bestial powers. Driven by a burning desire for vengeance, Anna fixates on Spider-Man, whom she holds responsible for her father's tragic demise. With calculated precision, she stalked the web-slinger, careful not to set off his sensitive spider sense. Her determination led her to his house. Just then entered Anna's brother, Al, who joined her in the quest for justice. Together, they managed to defeat Spider-Man, sacrificing him to achieve their ultimate goal, resurrecting their father, Sergei. Sergei, grappling with his own desire for death, remained distant and unstable, estranged from his family. The Last Son of Kraven. The Last Son of Kraven is an exceptional clone brought into existence by none other than the High Evolutionary, created at the request of Kraven the Hunter himself. These clones were intended to fulfill Kraven's deep-seated need for a male heir, dissatisfied with his daughter as the sole successor to his legacy. The last son of Kraven stands as a perfect replica of his father, Sergei Kravenov, possessing all the traits and abilities that made Kraven a graceful hunter. While he might be entirely human, he was designed to mature at an accelerated rate, reaching adulthood in a fraction of the time it takes a normal individual. When Kraven established a new abode in the Savage Land, he sent his sons, including the last son, on a daunting mission into the unforgiving jungle. Their task was to prove themselves, to demonstrate their worthiness of their father's legacy. Yet, upon their return, only one son emerged victorious, bearing a grim trophy, a sack filled with the skulls of his fallen brothers. It was the last son of Kraven who had single-handedly slain his siblings, deeming them unworthy of their father's esteemed heritage. Kraven, confronted with this brutal display, dubbed his creation an abomination, a beast. Yet, there was an undercurrent of twisted pride in his words, for he finally had a worthy heir, one who had proved his mettle through ruthless determination and unforgiving brutality. Gog, adoptive son. In the depths of the Savage Land, Kraven the Hunter stumbled upon an otherworldly vessel, wherein lay an extraordinary being known as Gog. Recognizing the immense potential that Gog possessed, Kraven the Hunter made a fateful decision. He adopted Gog as his own, envisioning him as a key to conquer the Savage Land. With a nefarious plan taking shape, Kraven's attention turned to the unsuspecting Gwen Stacy, a visitor to the Savage world. Kidnapping Gwen from a nearby camp, the forces of good, Khazar, and Spider-Man rose to the challenge. In a clash, the Savage Land became a battleground. As the conflict unfolded, Khazar confronted Kraven head-on, engaging in a fierce battle that tested their strength and resolve. Meanwhile, Spider-Man employed his agility to outmaneuver the mighty Gog, leading him into a trap. Guiding Gog towards a patch of quicksand, Spider-Man orchestrated his defeat, causing Gog to sink deeper and deeper until he reached the bottom, vanquished. Marvelous verdict. Kraven the Hunter, a daunting figure, lived through the pages of history as a master tracker and skilled combatant. His unending thirst for the thrill of the hunt pushed him to extraordinary lengths, leaving a mark on the world of superhuman villains, but his legacy extends far beyond his own exploits. Within his bloodline, a lineage of hunters emerges, each bearing the echoes of Kraven's ferocity and unwavering determination. Sons and daughters, clones and descendants, all entangled inherited skills and complex motivations. We hope you enjoyed this family drama that has action and emotion all in equal parts. We'll be back with more marvelous videos. Until then, stay safe. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.